are a set of friends. Scribs, Buju, and Sonny, who was known as Bounty at the time, were a set of friends. They DJ'd. They were in a club together. We were in a club together. We did an event, both in the same place. We were like, oh, okay. Then we ended up doing the next event the following day, and we got them to come down, and we just basically became cool.
Merged and formed the sound and named it GCrew.
Okay. You've told me this before, but I can't remember the answer. How did you go from GCrew to GEnts?
We mentioned this. I thought we mentioned this
today.
Not today.
No, we
last.
did mention it earlier. We did mention it earlier. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We spoke
They came
about
off the roads. When they finished with the roads,
Don't listen to him. So
and they wanted to be gentlemen. You know what I mean? They were like,
there was a transition time where we started getting more bookings in the city. So now we're on the Uptown flyers now.
We didn't
Playing,
talk about that.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Playing out now with sounds that we're trying to aspire to. So now we're out every week, and we just we had regular meetings, regular GEnts meetings, GCrew meetings at the time, and long as actually was pushing this narrative of entertainment. So I was toying around with the idea, and then it was my birthday, 2003. And then finally we just said, you know what, let's just scrap the crew now. And I said this I'm sure we said this on our podcast, where there was a lot of crews going on. So you had Nasty Crew, you had Pay As You Go Crew, you had all these crews.
C6 one, I think.
Yeah. So all these different crews. And we was like, we were even before their time. So why are they've now caught us, and we're now bunched up with all these crews. How are we going to be different? How are we going to separate ourselves from this? So pushing that narrative of doing the Ents, the GEnts. So I had my birthday with Mr. Play 2003, and that was the first time it was on the flyer, and it was actually GEnt. There was no S on it. It was GEnt. And then that's when we said, no, we can't. It sounds weird. There's more than one person, so it should be GEnts. So it was GEnt, and then it's funny that a lot of people who saw that flyer was like, I don't see you lot's name on it, because it weren't, there's no GCrew on there. So then that's how we slowly implemented and pushed through the GEnts. And
I think also at that time we were in that motion of where we was talking about doing the How to Be a Gent stuff as well, I think, because we was talking about how can we call ourselves GCrew with such a gangster-like name, and we're gonna come out
shirt and tie, bow tie.
Yeah, you can't be coming out like that and talking about, like, you know what I mean? That's how we felt at the time.
Because at that point as well, when we were playing in the city, the rules were you had to dress up. So now the clientele was changing, the behaviour and the mentality of people were changing. So the let's call it the rude boys weren't on it, because they're like, we don't own no shoes. I'm not going there, no dance with no.
Even if you own them,
they don't want to wear it.
They don't want that. They don't want that. So
don't want to be sounding like woman walking down the street.
but of course, once it's happening and that's it, the security were known to be tough.
Yeah.
So they were coming up and they can get in anyhow. It was known that no, security are not letting you in. So it came to the point where. And the dances are going on, they're hearing about it, so now everyone's engaging, like, you know what, we have to go though. So suddenly the mentality changed. Everyone's now going Zara's and buying the trousers, and boat shoes were in them time there. Boat shoes. And I was saying, is boat shoes acceptable? You can just about get in with them. So
boat shoes.
That's what happened. You know what the boat shoes are?
No, boat.
Yeah,
that's what they're called.
Bow.
No.
I thought it might be a little bow in the shoes.
No. But you know what? I'm thinking something. Were we the first? Now I'm not saying were we the first.
Speculation.
There's a question now.
That's your favorite word. Word.
I'm saying travel laws.
Were we the first to own that suited and booted type party with the name How to Be a Gent?
I don't know if it was the first, but we owned it. We
It's the same reason I was saying. You was big enough.
We big balls. We just said, yeah, boom.
Because remember, everybody had an event. Well, not everybody. Some people had an event where they said like suited and booted.
No, we owned it. We owned
Yeah.
it. So it was our idea. We was in the meeting. We said, right, we're all gonna get suits, same color.
That's cute. That's
Organize
cute.
photo shoot, do it properly,
Yeah, it was
and
completely
we're
different.
branding it as us. And I got the name from. It was inspired from How to Be a Player.
Yeah.
So we cut off the player,
Yeah.
and we said How to Be a Gent,
Uh-huh.
and then we just
So
dressed
was
up.
it you that came up with the name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, could have
Man
concept.
questioned him after he said it.
Are you sure? Are you sure, blood?
I mean,
I'm not sure about it.
I'm sure it was me, you know. It was me, you know.
But what I mean, you can have it. You can have it still. You can have
Oh,
it
thank
still.
you, thank you. Yeah.
So we arranged.
So maybe you
with,
just cut it and paste that the way it says me. Yeah, it's sorry.
we arranged with a local suit shop. They were based in Tottenham. They're not there no more. They're not there no more.
Big them up. Do you know the name? Or we don't know your name?
What are they called again?
Suit shop.
Tariff Road. At the back. Man will know where we're talking about. So we went there, done our fitting. As we said, just put our deposits down, got the suits out, and the rest is history. Photo shoot and put it on a flyer.
Yeah.
And no
Exactly,
one,
a DVD.
I don't think no one's doing that.
Stop
Remember,
it. Stop
Actual
it.
DVD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DVD and flyer.
Filming
Oh yeah, I think you
DJs.
showed me
Yeah.
that.
How to be a
nobody,
gent.
Yeah.
nobody was doing
Where
that.
you gotta go.
Yeah.
How you gotta dress.
Yeah, how you got dressed. So yeah, that's what we demonstrated on the DVD.
Teaching, man.
But did
Teaching
you know
man.
what?
Schooling, man.
Hold on.
Schooling.
But
Hold on.
remember, the road
And-
man
and
was
getting
gonna
in
go
beef.
where the girls
Yeah,
were.
yeah. Big up,
I'm getting
So
in
you
beef.
have to
Squeaky
show
doesn't
them.
remember Squeaks? I'm getting in beef.
big up Lady TT.
Yeah, now you know what I'm talking about.
Private jokes.
Yeah,
But what's
it's
big
on
Oh
about
no,
that?
that's on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the
I haven't
podcast.
seen it.
Back in them days.
Lady
what-
TT and her girls hated us for years.
I was going to
They
say
was
what's-
walking in Tim's.
Oh my God.
Go on.
What I was going to say, what's big about that is that you guys were transitioning, and that sounds wrong.
Exactly.
But you guys were moving from one
from the roads.
from one part of life into another, and you guys brought a whole
Set of people.
Young
conglomerate
men
of people
into men.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were clever about like how you marketed it, how you got that message to them, and then brought them with you, because they could have been like, you know what, we're not coming.
Man didn't know how to dress as well. But we went church. All of us went church when we was younger. You know,
At some point.
At some point, come on, like a big percentage of us can say, yeah, when we was younger, we knew how
Best dress
You know what
Sunday.
I'm saying? We was getting, and the first initial thing before we even started putting on different swag was shirt and
Sunday
trousers.
best.
Sunday best, yeah.
Sunday best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
First dances you went to, you got your Sunday best.
And then we done a spin-off to that as well called Ladies Meets Gents. So ladies,
Where was that?
come and meet the gents. That was at Context Barmed.
Barmaid.
Barmed. Yeah. Actually, did it get cancelled and we had to move it to Hackney Central? I'm sure, you know.
There was one where we had
That
to
might
do
be
that.
another one that we had to do that, but I don't think it was.
I don't know, you know. I don't think that. I think it got cancelled. Something happened and we had to move it last minute.
I mean,
Hackney
it
Central.
Hackney and it didn't,
I'm
wasn't
sure.
ringing right, but it kicked off.
And it was a
It
good.
was
It was a
nice.
good party. Yeah. How to Be a Gent was at Market Bar.
Yeah,
Market
originally.
Bar.
That's
Market
what
Bar.
it launched.
That was a home for How to Be a
That's
Gent.
one
Yeah.
that we've missed out.
Yeah,
And that's a very
Yeah.
popular
Oh
one.
no, they do it. But remember, they used to have a names for it.
Departure.
Departure
Oh,
Lounge.
we mentioned the party.
And-
Yeah. But I
And
just
there
hated
was
her
another
not saying
name for it as
Market
well
Bar.
after Departure, wasn't it?
Departure, Market Bar.
Departure Lounge, I think, was the last name.
Yeah, I think that
I
was
think it was
yeah.
Market Bar. It was something before the Market
Yeah,
Bar.
no, Market Bar, then something else, then Departure Lounge. I think it was. But yeah.
So yeah, that was the concept, and yeah, it worked. I think I tried to long it out a bit too long. Like tried to do it
Drag
again,
it,
and
stretch
yeah,
it.
it's finished. It's finished.
Yeah.
That era's done now. It's done.
We went to Birmingham. He said, "That there is done."
But do you remember the first people to ram both floors of Hackney Central? Just saying.
Proper ramming.
So yeah, I need help. Go on.
History.
Aye.
Are you gonna say it?
Yeah, history.
Who's that? You?
Our birthday party. History.
Oh, come on, you didn't say. You're just saying history.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I was about that. I was about to say it afterwards. Yeah.
So
we
wait,
were the first
was
people
that-
to run both floors.
was
of
that-
Why is
Hackney
it just
Central.
you
Was that
two?
the was that the launch of
That was the
history?
launch.
Was it just you two's race?
Yeah, our
September
birthday.
birthdays.
Yeah.
See, that's what I
Yeah.
see. You gotta explain these things.
Oh no, we were gonna get to that, man. You ain't give us a
Oh, you
chance.
said
You know what I'm
it all the
saying?
time, but
You know what I'm
certain
saying?
things we still ain't got back to.
Yeah, but yeah, Hackney Central. Obviously, this guy was doing a whole heap of stuff in Hackney Central.
So
random
was
times
this the first time Hackney Central? Because you remember Hackney Central was closed down for a bit and they refurbed and came back a couple of years later. You don't remember that?
Do you know the years? Because I was in Hackney Central every third Saturday of the
You
month.
don't remember when they had the refurb before it closed again?
So maybe it was maybe we came in on the refurb then, because this is 2006.
Then it's the refurb. time.
7.
You remember that it was a club before.
Nah,
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
When
Previously,
like
no.
we were there from the early point of
The refurb.
street sounds going in there.
Yeah.
We
Shouts
was
out,
early
shouts out
days.
Billy Bourne.
Yeah,
Billy.
Billy.
Got Billy.
That's what I mean.
Billy boy.
But yeah, at that point, it's like there was nobody who had actually rammed both floors. You know
Oh,
what I
that
mean?
club
It
was
like,
lit. I can't lie.
yeah.
You're talking with chess, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You might get the comments.
I
back, so
remember it. I
be
remember
ready,
I
be
remember
ready,
it. I
be
remember
ready.
it blatantly. You remember it as well. There was a
What was
couple
upstairs?
people.
What was
There was a
downstairs?
couple people who had used both floors before, but never rammed it out.
Yeah.
You
What was
understand
upstairs?
what
What was downstairs?
I mean? We had house downstairs and R&B
I think
and
I might have been
everything
there.
else upstairs,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have been there still.
Fancy,
Alright.
fancy dress.
No. The first one wasn't fancy dress.
Was
It
it
just straight
champagne and
old
they
school.
£50?
Yeah, them deals. Yeah, them deals.
Come
alright.
on,
Yeah,
bro,
them
you
deals.
have to man.
Manchester Palace.
When it comes to like the bar and stuff, you can't ask me that way.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you don't remember that at least.
Yeah. That was a
Come
deal.
on,
That was a
£50
deal. That was a
champagne
deal.
and Alizé, bro.
Couldn't go
Man
wrong.
won't think that even was real.
Couldn't go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think I'm capping. You lot gotta tell the people that
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a true thing.
Yeah, it's real stories. Real stories.
That was
Actual
Hackney Central,
prices.
one of Hackney Central's main things.
Yeah, the deal. Yeah, the
They
deal.
do.
Alizé and champagne. I couldn't remember the price, but I remember. Yeah, it was a deal.
£50 for the two, bro.
Yeah.
£50.
I used to drink that enough though.
Place Club used to do it as well.
And as well, yeah.
Like champagne and a
Especially
cognac.
the dances, what, Tyson Street.
Yes.
They had the McDonald's, innit?
Mine McDonald's, yeah, Tyson Street, yeah.
That was the Alizé. I remember me and Dagz came out of there
Way
Wait,
on
so
Alizé. Yeah.
On Alizé.
Yeah, it was a mad one. I remember that day.
Oh, good old
Mad
Alizé.
one.
Yeah, we've had times, man. Some times, boy. Some times.
We even had different drinks. Like, what the, like those drinks ain't even about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Alizé slapped though.
It did.
It was.
It did. Hold on. I don't even know. Like, you remember, but do you remember that there was a lot of our dances that were sponsored by Alizé?
Yeah.
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 Yes,
Wow.
I don't remember
Cocktail,
how.
cocktail.
Yes, cocktail.
What did they give
I
you?
had a some. I don't remember how, but I had some link with Alizé,
Yeah, it's you.
and they just used to always give me
Yeah.
bottles of drink, and then they'll give me
Miniatures,
the
glasses.
yes,
The little
yes,
shot glass,
miniatures,
shot glass.
yes. The shot glasses.
Yeah.
They'll give us just stuff.
Yeah,
You know
I think,
what I mean?
I
Like,
think
yeah.
bar mats and things like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
There's a lot of
There was a piece of or just
No,
Okay.
just all product based, but yeah.
So
man.
that was the
Days.
days of a dance we used to do called Cocktail.
Cocktail.
Again, it was the launch of their birthday. That was, I think that was 2003 as well. Right.
Oh yes, it was. Oh, yeah.
You were
I forgot
throwing it
about that for a
out,
second.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's September 2003.
Wow.
The flyer.
Players Club was
Let's
a
see.
big people's club.
Do you remember? Who
Your
was, do
parents would go.
you remember the flyer? He was on the front of the flyer. Test out your memory. And you longers.
I remember it's red and white, right?
More than that. Red, white, and
What
blue.
cocktail?
I can actually see the flyer, you know.
Yeah, I can vaguely see it. But
Remember, we had artists always on the front of the flyer.
See,
yes, we did. We did have artists.
I can see
can't
the,
picture
I can
who
see
it is,
the
though.
red. I can see the cocktail. I can see all of that. 2000 and
50 Cent.
And
I was going to say
yes,
that, but I
yes,
forgot
it
why I was
was.
going to say it. Yeah.
And that was at a time
Your
when we
memory's
would
good,
get
Jack.
away with
We
all of that,
see
you know. We wouldn't get taken to court for any of that.
No,
like that.
100%.
Yeah.
Bro, I was going to say Ashanti, then 50 Cent came to my head. Yeah, because I knew it was even them kind of people.
Yeah.
them
Big,
things.
big flyer. Big
Yeah.
flyer. JT.
Yeah.
that
big
was
flyer.
another
Yeah.
rave that we
Cocktail.
lock up
Players
the doors,
Club.
lock up the gates.
Because
people
at
climbing over fence.
that time, Players Club was known as old people's No disrespect to
Bigger
the
people.
older people,
Dangerous.
but it was
Big
known as
people,
the
big people.
the big
Yeah.
people thing.
Yeah.
Nah, it was an old people club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
Let's keep it
that's
straight.
all that was using it.
It's
That's
an old
all
people
that was
club.
using it.
No, bruv, it's the old people club and the
gun.
gunman club, bruv.
Wow.
Nah, well, they had
Not
that.
really.
It wasn't government at the
At the
time.
time,
We
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When we started,
What year are you talking about?
we took 2003.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
So
they used to-
2006.
Yeah, so that's after. So
That was
Talk about
yeah.
that promotion.
let's talk about the promotion. What happened in the promotion, Squeaky?
Boy, we had to 3 o'clock in the morning. That would come and get me. Car full of posters.
And flyers. and
Every
everything.
single traffic light. Ran
Yeah,
out.
but you're forgetting the work that goes in before.
That's
they
what
even
I was
get
going
the
to
car.
say. Because hold
Get
on,
to
you
the
had to
work.
design. You had to design the.
Well, you have to
light.
design
Designer,
it.
over to you.
Then you
Yeah,
got
that was his part. He didn't remember that part.
He's
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about the drilling side.
the drilling. Then we got drill the holes.
Yes.
I forgot about that, you know.
tires.
I just remember
Yeah.
Right.
Tires, put them in.
hide from the police.
Descent days were beasts, eh? They were
Yeah.
beasts. We weren't on it like that.
Yeah.
They were our animals.
Because I remember us lot going out and we're like,
Police.
You're looking out, it's freezing,
Yeah.
cold.
I remember
we're them
I
two,
got caught
we're
with
just.
what's the paste? Paste in the poster.
That's the
man.
poster.
And he just looked at
That's
me
the
and I was
next
like,
step.
Yeah, that's the next thing, bro.
God,
That's the next
so-
thing.
Yes, it was mad. It was
Flying
mad.
every rave.
And we also had to be careful of where we park the car as well.
That's right. Yeah, where you
Them
put the
days.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
it's still cameras. It's still
Yeah.
going to be seen like running back to your car sort of thing. So we parked it round the corner.
Yeah.
With walk with you got to carry about 4 at a time because it's not
Yeah.
worth going back. So you got to carry it all at a time.
So you're
And
running.
just, what a man looking out.
But I think our first one, where it was just me and you, it was very much a one at a time kind of thing. That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when
yeah.
you hate it, the
remember
next
him
day you
coming
come
back.
in the morning, going to work, and it's gone.
It's gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember you come back from going out with Elliotness and Days. Next thing you know, the next time we go out, nah, man, longest, take 5 with you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what?
That was what you said yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got used to it, boy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? So the posters, the billboards,
Yeah.
pacing the posters up.
I hated that one.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Pacing the posters up.
Yeah.
Especially when it's cold.
You can't go to certain areas.
Yep.
Certain areas because you can
Yep.
get fined.
Yeah.
So there's certain parts in South.
Mm-hmm.
You said don't go there because you put it up.
They'll just come to your
And they'll
dance.
put
Yeah.
cancelled.
Oh, yeah.
They'll put cancelled on your thing
Oh, yeah.
on the poster,
Mm-hmm.
and then they can fine you as well.
And you couldn't put the location of the.
And yes, you
Yes.
couldn't put the location of the venue
Mm-hmm.
because the venue are now liable because that's illegal advertising.
Yes.
Advertising.
It's
full
fly.
of-
Fly was
So much that goes
It's a
into
lot.
it
Yeah.
that the ravers,
Yeah, we didn't know.
the punters,
know.
you would know.
Didn't think
You would
about
see
it.
about all that.
Yeah.
But the work and effort that goes into it, yeah,
Now one Instagram. Bing.
yeah, now.
But the flip side is people still do the posters. The
Oh
poster
yeah,
boards.
it's still massive, still
Pioneer,
massive,
man.
still
Yeah.
massive.
Still do poster boards.
Nationwide,
Yes.
across
Now
the
this is a
country.
backpack thing I see. That ain't cold. Like it's like a backpack.
That fits
Billboard.
the wall too. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah,
that.
I've seen that. I've
Yeah, I
seen
won't
that.
mind one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I won't mind one of
There's
them.
one bike that rides around. There's a car and vans that do
Yeah,
promotion.
Okay.
Game's changed.
Yeah.
Big time.
So GCrew. I'm just trying to think of all some good moments, memorable moments. Threesome.
Yep. Now, before you, hold on, we got explain the name.
Right, so
I
the
was about
dance
to
was,
say because I was like,
Yeah.
dance was called Threesome.
Yeah. And it's actually pronounced. It was actually, was it 3?
It was a number 3.
Yeah.
There's some. Big up Dixie, Gal Flex. He's another one we need on this couch,
Yeah,
man.
I
He's
see
just you're messing about, Dixie. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So so he brought me into this event.
They brought you to the venue. What
the
the
venue.
threesome was the name that we all came up
Yeah,
like
together.
collectively to.
So 3 Sounds, Gal Flex,
Mhm.
GEnts, and Foundation Crew.
Before, but wasn't Mex one on there as well? Double
Special-
Mex at one
special
point.
guest.
Okay,
It's
yes,
just like a
okay,
guest.
cool.
Who's Foundation again?
Chop
They're
up
from
in
East London, so you got Chopper
I
and
remember that.
Degree.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, and yet there was another member.
Beanie
as well.
Dan.
Yes, it.
So that's north, east, and south, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mate, ooh,
yeah.
spot on.
Yes.
So, it was a good. Yeah,
Simon
it was a
from
good little
Gareth
link
Flex,
up. We used to do it.
And that's basically what it was. Is simply that you come down there, a group of 3, pay what different
yeah,
price
that's
from
right,
coming
that's right.
down there paying like
Yeah.
individually.
big,
That's what I mean.
big.
So if you turn up in a group of
discounts.
3,
You get a
you pay a,
discount.
a
Cheaper.
discounted price.
Yeah.
That's why it's called threesome.
Dope, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Okay.
And then it was free sounds.
And
No.
it's
It
big
was free
down.
sounds plus
You
one special
forgot
guest.
that.
Yeah.
So I forgot about that part. Yeah.
You just
So that
walk
was
in.
the whole concept of the event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we done that quarterly, I think, at Brink.
Brink was a good spot as well.
Yeah, nice
it
spot.
was.
Nice spot.
Could get there quick.
But then we got the usuals, you know what I mean? Like that, oh no, we're coming here all the time, blah, 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 blah. Like, there were so many venues those days, but yet people complaining about them not being enough venues. Like, why is it always in these places? Why is it on that? Think of the amount of venues that we had that we used to. City was so crazy, but yet people still complaining about there's not many venues.
Because again,
Because we used to walk from,
it's-
like I said,
people copied a lot. So say for instance, if you lot had a rave at a particular place and the rave banged, people want to use that venue. Do you get, so there will be some
Yes.
people that are uniquely scoping venues, and there's some people that are just copying someone that discovered it and had a good rave there. Because I've watched people hire a venue where there was a good rave there, but their rave was empty. But they hired the venue because they saw someone else have a rave there, and it banged.
They just
yeah. But I mean,
not putting in
what
the work.
basically where I was going with that is there was a lot of venues them times.
But it was still a bit of a circle, though.
It was a bit
Yeah.
of a
That's why-
circle,
that's-
but there was still a
yes.
lot of venues. Like think of
It was
think of the
different times,
choice.
though, London.
They could have been at APT. They could have been at Mustard Bar.
Agenda.
They could have been at Agenda.
Yeah.
They could have been at
Corny and Barrel.
Corny and Barrel,
Picture and piano.
Picture and Piano,
But keep in mind,
Bankside.
Jamie's.
Yeah, see?
You brought me in there.
That's what I mean.
My
but they
birthday.
had times.
You
You
got
gotta remember,
Market
like-
Bar, which you already mentioned.
But
Like,
they had times. You know, like there will be a time where Silks and Spice is the place to be.
and we didn't even mention Silks and Spice yet.
Like say, I'm just giving you an example. Then there'll be a time when Brink was the place to be. It wasn't. So like, there'll be times where that place is the place to be.
No, but in the
No,
city
but there was
era,
a time when
in the
there was a
city
few of
era,
them.
in the
Yeah.
city era,
Yeah, no, I
They
remember
were
that time
all-
as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
were
But
all-
and everyone was using the
Yeah,
same
that's what I mean.
places.
Yeah.
True.
It wasn't using like I remember when APT started getting used more. If you get,
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Backside started getting used more.
yeah.
Was there a venue called Bangalore? Bangalore.
Yeah,
Yes, it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
that-
That was a restaurant.
I just came in my head just now.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why.
I saw.
All the flyers you made, man.
Maybe.
Listen,
maybe.
It was a
Listen.
venue called Bangalore.
Yeah.
Redunos.
Some venues
Do you
never really
know?
had so much of it. Only had a year, and we're talking about it now like they was there for ages. But some
Oh,
of them
fair.
had 1 year. You know, they was there 1 year where it was popping. They don't stay there for 2-3 years and that. Like, it was some of these venues in the city, especially. Like when we go further back, they had a bit more time, but the city was very chop and change. Yeah, there will be this place and that place is getting refurbished into
Yes.
something else.
Yes, yeah, renamed.
The thing is, there's still one or two that's still there.
Like what?
What's it called in Holborn?
Oh,
Courts.
Not
No.
courts, not courts or
They're
courts.
gone. They're gone.
Where the hotel is.
oh, Sway.
You know what I mean? Sway's still there.
How long was Sway there for though?
Flipping years.
Sway wasn't really one of the popular.
Club Orleans is still there as well.
Oi!
If we're
talking about it's
still there,
That's old school.
Yeah,
Man can't laugh after Club Orleans, you know.
That's part of
Hey, what?
That's part of our
Brooklyn's,
originality.
JC's. Oh, come
Man
on.
said JC's.
Come on.
That's Mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
What's that?
Same club.
Quincy Park. The one in
All
Steph.
all those names was the same place.
Okay.
What's the one on Green Lanes?
La Differente.
Yeah. Couple of different. That's what used to be.
Differente.
Ah,
Full club.
the other end.
Oh,
Palm trees.
Oasis.
Manor Club.
Oasis.
Oasis.
Is that what it was?
That was
When you come
Oasis.
out of Hermitage, not Hermitage Road.
I know you're talking about, yeah. Even Hermitage.
Yeah, it's a what's it called? It's
Right.
like the tattoo parlor there now.
Oasis. Oasis.
Yeah, it's Oasis. Yeah.
Oasis, yeah. Oasis.
Nobody's mentioned that at all.
Yeah, Oasis. Yeah, I remember that.
Parkers. You lot remember Parkers?
Yeah.
Finchley Parkers Hall.
Yeah.
Parkers Wine Bar.
Yeah, Parker's, yeah. That was when I was Seven Sisters Road.
Yeah.
It's
Powerhouse as well. Do you remember Powerhouse?
Powerhouse.
Yep. Is the dome still there? Tough Hill Park.
Oh yeah, Abacus. That's it.
Abacus,
That's it.
yes.
That's
I always
it.
try to remember that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, that's one year.
And they had a venue next door as
Abacus
well.
didn't have a long run.
They had another venue next door, which was a venue next door to Abacus. Come on, D, man. You're the memory guy, man.
Worst in the city.
But yeah, is Dome still there in Tufnell Park?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's still called the Dome, but I think he's still there in the building.
Okay.
Manjaro's is still there. Changed his name.
Manjaro's.
Still there. Yeah.
Changed his name.
Trying to think of the local ones now, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Red Rose in fucking Tottenham. Oh Lord.
Not Red Rose. You're
Tudor.
talking about
Tudor Road.
no,
No,
Tudor
Red
was
Rose.
West.
Red Rose, upstairs. Oh, that's
Red
some
Rose.
shit.
It's another name. I know what you're talking
You're not
about.
talking about, innit? Yeah.
What are
Not
you
Red
talking
Rose, innit?
What's there now? What is there now? That pub. There's a pub there now.
It's like Allied Carpets or something there.
It's near Aldi. So
No,
Aldi,
Aldi.
that stretch, innit? Aldi, Fitness First,
Oh, yeah.
Tottenham High Road, just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about that club?
There you
There's
go.
a club there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I can't
With
think.
the Latin Club, the Swan.
Oh, Barlatina. Barlatina.
Tina.
Wow.
That's not like we're too busy for some of these places.
Barlatina.
Wow.
Them days.
Barlatina. Yeah. Cynthia's. Where's that? That's London Bridge.
That's Western, isn't it?
London Bridge.
Hanover Ground.
Oh,
Hanover.
Yeah, Cynthia's is Western.
Samantha's Gas Club.
Eves.
East.
Handover
What's
ground.
that again?
Yeah.
I think, was it Eves
10
was
rooms.
the round the corner?
10 rooms.
Hanover.
Maximus.
Oh, damn.
China
Oh,
Whites.
You
damn.
don't remember Maximus?
China Whites.
Yeah.
China Whites.
China Whites.
You remember that was like flashing like
Yeah, I didn't go there. I couldn't go there. Sorry.
Collie and Matt Bagley's.
Sorry, Jay. You're on your own on that one.
Yeah.
But most of them is just no longer there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of those brands and names are no longer there.
EQ.
Yeah. Well, no, EQ is what's it
You
called?
got Zay Rexon.
Rex. Equinox.
Equinox.
Hippodrome.
Mhm.
Can't say one without the other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, serious.
Yeah.
Even Camden, like WKDs, Monster Bars.
Yeah, WKDs. I used to do dances in
I
there.
did a couple of there as well.
Arizona.
Arizona's, I did a couple of
Come
there.
on.
That place was popping back
Yeah,
then.
nice. Nice.
Uno's.
And I don't even know why the name of this place has gone out of my head, even though we mentioned the original name earlier on, which was Ritzy. What was the name that
Temple.
it was?
Temple.
Who said it? Someone said it. Who said it?
You lot said
I've been talking about Ritzy.
No, but
And-
he said
and-
he mentioned all the different
Temple.
names.
Oh, did you mention different names?
Yeah.
Zone.
Okay.
Zone.
Yeah. Temple
Yeah,
was
they've
flipping iconic, man.
was
Those were the days, man.
Those jungle days.
Mm.
Fullest.
Well, they had Rewind video, innit?
Huh?
Rewind. The video to Rewind in Temple.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Hey, you clocked it?
I
Never
don't
looked
think
at
I
it.
even
You
remember
go back.
watching the video. I even remember watching the
take a
video.
I'm gonna get
Oh, where was it? Rewind was where?
Temple.
At Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but there's some dangerous venues back in the day. It's on Temple was
Them
dangerous.
Yeah.
Tottenham man there, you hear me?
Robin man in the queue, you know,
Queue.
before you even get in.
Bro,
It's mad.
Yardi's running in like, hello, yeah, that's crazy. Them days was crazy.
Lorraine, fill us in on something because like there is a point where Buju was no longer part of GEnts.
Okay.
And he was on the soca scene. We didn't know he was on the soca scene because we never see the soca flyer them and the other time. I mean, remember we
I
never.
saw-
You didn't
saw-
know
I
that.
didn't know.
Yeah, I
You know
saw
what I
it.
mean?
I saw it on
Like,
Saturday.
how was that transition and like what was going on in them places?
Yeah, what was happening? What was happening?
I
You know
never,
what?
I didn't see that coming.
Fair. I thought you guys already knew. I thought you guys knew.
Yeah, I knew. I saw him. Yeah, I saw him post up certain
Okay.
things, and he's in soca raves.
Right.
You know, his Instagram's popping, so he's posting up where he's at and that. So yeah,
Remember he's Bayesian, so he's supporting.
But I've
Yeah.
never been in the soca scene, so I can't say I've been to an event and
Got you.
heard him play or saw the vibe.
Got you. Got you. I'm trying to think the first time when I was like, wait, like you're here. But I'm thinking more like 2018, 19 kind of times.
Okay.
That's when I can remember. I'm trying to think back. Also because I didn't know I was coming here, so I haven't had time to think. I just got put on the spot.
Tokyo.
I thought I was just coming. I thought I was just coming here to like see you guys. Now I'm on camera. No, I don't know. It might have been further back, but I'm trying to think of when I remember. And to be honest with you, the more time I would see him on the soca scene was in the lead up to like Carnival. So when they would do like the band launch, because he was affiliated with Candy Mass.
Yes.
So sometimes I would just be at the band launch, and they'd be like, "Hey," and it was all love. It was all love because obviously like we knew each other from before, but can't say I went to too many of events that he was playing at, but it was normally the band launches that I would see him at. Yeah, so that's my main interaction with him.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was all love, all love.
Yeah, those soca events are crazy though.
Yeah. Listen,
you have to have the
you have to have energy.
Exactly.
You have to have energy.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to have energy. So yeah, because there's soca and then obviously there's carnival, and they can be one and the same, but they're obviously like two separate things because you can just be on the soca scene, or you can be someone that just only goes to carnival and doesn't do the soca scene. They often merge, but they don't have to. You can just be a carnival person who doesn't go out the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Where do you fit into that soca scene?
I go out a lot less now. But a few years back I would have been at the top events of so like the biggest events, like whether it was the festivals or like the day events, like some of the Juves, which is out in the field throwing paint, powder, whatever, or some of the
chocolate, right?
Or chocolate. And it actually smells like chocolate.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, which starts off fun at first, and then eventually you smell of chocolate all day, and it's quite sickly. But we move. Or like, there's some like brands that just would have events, or DJs that have events all year round. And if once you're in the scene, you know what you like, you know the kind of DJs you like to follow, you know the kind of parties that you like to go, and then you start to there's a community. It's its own community.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's soca is
solid.
culture.
It's culture. Yeah, it's culture.
Are you one of the soca warriors? In terms of like you travel all over the world for soca?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I've been to quite a few international carnivals. Yeah.
Where's your parents from?
So mum is from Guyana, and you know this, but anyway, mum is from Guyana and dad is from for the camera. Mum is from Guyana, dad is from Montserrat. Yeah. So, but I've been to carnival in Guyana, and I've been to, St. Patrick's Day is what they celebrate in Montserrat, and I went there this year, where you there's a carnival kind of celebration, and Juve, but I've travelled the Caribbean and Europe for carnivals, so I've done, and like America, so
Miami.
I haven't done Miami, New York. Labor Day, and Toronto, but Caribana, which is like North America. Yeah. And then Barbados, Grenada, where else? Trinidad.
Rotterdam Carnival.
Rotterdam.
Yeah. Antigua.
I haven't done Antigua yet. Yeah, I
Does
need to
Jamaica
go back.
Carnival?
Yeah,
I've done Jamaica. I've done Jamaica. Thanks.
Antigua.
Yeah, I've done Antigua. Did you like it?
Yeah. But I was young, so I would like to experience it at an older age.
Yeah. It's special, man.
It was good. I still remember it.
Yeah. Carnival abroad is very, and especially in the Caribbean, is very different to carnival here.
Yeah.
But then carnival here is very special.
They get culture shock when they come over here to see our carnival.
True, but a lot of people really like our carnival.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Culture shock. They get the culture shock.
Okay. Yeah. And then I've done Europe, so Rotterdam and Berlin. I think that's it.
Have you done Uber?
And a France one as well. I did Toulouse.
Have you done Uber Soca Cruise?
No, but my cousin wanted us to go this year.
You know quite a fair bit about this soccer world, isn't it?
No. I get the question. Like that's the only one I do know. Favorite soca carnival. It's soca carnival. Favorite carnival. Which country?
I'll give two answers.
Go.
Internationally, Grenada hands down.
Okay.
Jab. Jab is very, very, very special because you wake up at the crack of dawn, or even probably like 2-3 in the morning, and you go out to the road to cover yourself in
oil or something.
Actual oil. Yeah.
It's like I looked at it and I'm looking at them and I'm saying to myself,
you could blow ourselves up.
Why
the whole island
themselves blacker than what they are? It's like some
maybe
darkness.
No. Black. It's black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
proper oil.
And then
It's
someone just
oil.
light you up then.
Yeah.
Like dark,
Like
petrol.
No,
petrol,
I've seen it.
petrol,
I've seen
like
it, and
petrol, yeah.
I've seen
In
the
the
t-shirts.
Caribbean, in Grenada, it is. When you're over here, they won't allow you to do that. So you just paint. It's black paint.
Black paint.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the same though.
And that's supposed to be related to slavery somehow, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's different versions of there's different stories that have come about that you know. So some people believe that there was one of the slaves fell into like a sugar can't think of the word, like I can't think of molasses.
Okay,
There you go.
yes.
Thank you. And then their ghost kind of
Okay.
is what is being emulated, and then the other versions are just the slaves used to, when they had carnival itself was mimicking the slave masters, because they used to have carnival or carnival or whatever, and so the slaves were mimicking them with like their whole concept, and then when they would put the oil or petrol on them, it was a way of being able to be discreet. You wouldn't know who was who. You couldn't get in trouble the next day because it was like, well, we're all doing it.
Yeah.
You can't pick me out of a lineup. And so it's very much around emancipation and freedom and just feeling alive, so I'm not explaining it well in these couple of sentences, like it is worth reading up on it, but like it's really, there's a deep history to it. When you're in Grenada, you feel it. Even if you didn't know anything about it, you feel the essence of the spirit. Like it's just, the energy is like nothing.
I've heard it's
to
supposed to be crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's amazing, which
So,
is
like,
why I love it so much.
I
went back when I went to Grenada the first time. Me and my sister loved it so much. Davina, shout out Davina. 6 weeks later, we booked another ticket to go back to Grenada because we just loved it so much. We just feel like we need to go back. Yeah.
What, for the following year, or just
We
go
went
back to
6 weeks
Grenada?
later, yeah.
Okay.
For her birthday, we were like, yeah, we're going. That's what we're going to celebrate. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, you were going to say.
So I hadn't seen Buju for about 3 years. I'd say approximately about 3 years, maybe. And then, Candy Mass booked me for one of their launches to play a dancehall set,
Oh yeah.
and that's when I bumped into Buju there. And I didn't expect to see him, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did he this is for both of you two now? Did he actually travel to some of the actual islands?
Yeah,
Carnival?
I think he did.
He did, yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, Barbados.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Videos.
Yeah.
Send you videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice proper places as well, big venues.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Caribbean, when they have their fetes, which are like the events in the lead up to the carnival, like they do
That's
it
on
proper.
different level.
They do it proper.
Yeah.
We still haven't managed to match those yet.
Don't
People
think-
do it. People do a good job. Like over the years, they're doing like we're doing a better job, but we still haven't managed to match the level.
I
guess it's different as well
though.
because of the temperament, temperature.
I think like aren't they kind of watering down the still band stuff the day before carnival and things like that? Like it doesn't go on as late as it used to. I heard,
What, UK Carnival?
as in our carnival
Panorama.
here. Yeah, Panorama.
It's been reduced,
Yeah.
from what it used to be. It's a very different and more formal experience now. Like it used to be more open. I think now you have to have a ticket. It's quite pricey.
Okay.
It's more contained. So if you've been going from over the years, like the experience has changed massively, which for some people has now become a less enjoyable experience. But no, they still play, they still have the pans, and it's still a worthwhile experience. It's just if you've followed the history of it and been going for years on years, like it's a different experience now.
On that note, we have to say R.I.P. to Vanya.
Yes.
You know, she was a proper steel pan person. Yeah. Yeah.
Really
Rest in peace, Vanya.
Yep.
Salute. Talking about experiences, I think in this conversation, I think we missed so much though, in terms of like, just thinking about where we was at the time as youngsters, starting this journey, playing out, getting a call from the likes of Andy Brightly to come and do a set at Chimes and open up room 1 with Heartless Crew when Heartless Crew was not very known. GCrew wasn't very known, just in our areas, but not very known outside to anybody else. And I just think we need to think back like the days of before we was driving, or like if we was driving, how was we driving, or if we wasn't driving, how was we getting there? But I'm thinking of driving
Mini
because
Metro.
I'm thinking of I went and bought a car
Fiat Uno.
in '95, a bronze Fiat Uno.
Wow.
That very what's the word, man? Temperamental. Let's just say temperamental. Had its way.
But it used to get
And
us there.
I couldn't drive, so I've always, and that's how me and him got close. Like we was inseparable because he could drive, I couldn't drive. So
Set the car.
and he didn't own a car or nothing, but being on the roads from an early age, taking people's cars for the evening,
I think how great
Without-
that was.
without
Them days
consent.
that you could flip and drive without a flipping driving license and
Yeah.
get
MOT
away with
and
it. Them kind of
insurance
times.
and the
Let me
whole
speak.
so I'd buy a car, and it's happened a good 3 or 4 times. I'd buy a car, and it wouldn't even be outside my house. It'd be outside his house. Like just screams, "I've got a new car." Like, yeah, please pick me up, and yeah. And that's my early memories of GCrew. The one car, packing up the car, with all of us in it.
And the record boxes.
And
This is what I was going to
and
say.
the record
You had
boxes.
to, you
And
had
the
to have
record
the
boxes.
record boxes.
And I just remember one particular night leaving Chines, and we got to the traffic lights, the main traffic lights, Sanford Hill. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
so we left Clapton
Yeah.
at that main traffic lights. Lights about to turn green, and the car, as usual, don't start. And had to jump out and push the car, jump back in, and that's how when Scripps taught me how to jump start. Like, jump back in, second again.
Did it ever
and go
choke?
again.
Innit?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, he had a
That's
choke.
going
He had a
way
choke.
back.
So that's one memory, and I remember Longers as well. It was my job to pick up Longers and his record boxes. Again, Longers on point, ready, and he's dressed
Always.
ready.
Irritated me.
Me, I've still got to work out my timings, and I'd get to him late, and then that would end in argument between me and him. So these are the memories I'm thinking of, like, rah, like we've come a long way.
Listen, I was very much that guy. It's 10 o'clock. Where are you, bruv?
You know,
We're supposed to be here at 10. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then I'm on my way.
Long as this, what time do you call this? Like, you know we're meant to be there. It's whatever time.
That's
That's
you're not meant to turn up
All right,
on the set.
I'm making it sound more aggressive than what it was, isn't it? I'm making it sound more aggressive than it was.
That sounds
No,
like
I know.
you. That sounds like you. Can I ask a question? Because this
But
is
we used to get
this
that
is-
kind of argument though.
oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. One thing that I think is because we're in different times now, the record boxes. How would you decide what you're taking with you and what you're leaving behind?
True, good question.
You had to really think it through. Couldn't figure it out on the night.
Good question.
It's weird because you kind of come to this point of a difference between sometimes my box is overpacked.
Okay.
I've got too much music that I should have in there. And then there are times when you have to think to yourself, all right, cool, what time am I playing? All right. That's what you're taking. So sometimes you have to be smart, but then the gift and the curse is sometimes you end up playing extra long because somebody turns up late, or you end up playing 2 sets because somebody else doesn't turn up. It's political.
So it's not like these days, isn't it, where you've got it all on a laptop.
Organised.
Nothing.
Organised correctly on laptop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have the box.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
have
because
the
if
tune.
someone came up to you and said, "Play that tune," you're like, "I know, I left that at home,"
Yeah, that's true.
and that's it. That was it.
Didn't think of that. That's true.
Yeah,
know,
that's how it was.
I know in my 7-inch box, don't think I hardly took anything out. But in the 12 inches, yeah.
Okay.
7-inch box obviously was all the dancehall stuff, all the bashment ragga stuff. But the 12-inch box, yeah, had to reorganize it often.
Yeah.
Yes, that was nightmare. Do you know what I mean? How did it feel with you as a raver when DJ comes in with their record boxes
Bang your leg.
and you're walking past, they're walking past you? Like,
What? Bang
do
your
you,
leg.
do you have any bruise or cut stories on your legs? You know what I mean? Did it affect your did it affect you dancing in the club? You know what I mean? Like, you know, 1 foot skank because the other one broke up.
No, you're just telling me that you used to bang a lot of people's legs.
I think like without knowing, I think I did.
Probably, and it was
Because
heavy
you
though.
come
Those
through them,
boxes
it's
are
just like,
heavy.
excuse me.
Yeah. But I was the person that might go up to the DJ and say, "Can you play this track?" And they'd be like, they know they left it at home. Or I'll go up and be like, "What's that song called?" And they'd be like, "It's a white label."
They should know what the song is.
Sometimes they knew,
label.
but sometimes it was like they just know what it is.
Okay.
Especially when it was like it was just released or something.
The days of promos.
Sometimes I just don't want no one next to the decks, you know?
Yeah.
No way. You're annoying me.
Yeah, that's you. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's the white label. No, I ain't got that one today.
The days of
In the
promos.
middle of a mix.
Yeah, I mean.
Maybe I was just
Exactly.
enjoying it.
Yeah. That was very one.
That was me. Yeah, that was me.
Tap him on the shoulder.
What
Thinking
else?
Manor
What
House.
else? What else? Old school.
What's that? We used to do remixes and bring them to Manor House to put them on dub plate.
No, we used to bring them to Holloway first, which was
Not
that
Manor
was
House.
music
Holloway.
house.
Yeah.
And then Music House moved from Holloway up to Tottenham, Millmead Estate. Yeah.
You go there and queue up, boy.
Wait for hours, the whole
Everyone's
day
cutting
done.
their dub plates and all them.
Yeah. You waiting for hours.
They were fun days, but also that was before you could make an appointments. Because remember, there's a time when you can call them and make an appointment to come in.
Okay.
So we was there at a time before when everybody used to just queue up there from flipping whatever time in the morning and Music House, bro.
Imagine the youngsters will never know that. They will never know.
Never know what it's like to do like. They wouldn't even be able to play a remix that they just done. They recorded it. If they're gonna play it, they have to play it on tape.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
But now you can just do it. You can make the remix 7 o'clock and play it like you set at 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
That's why I said I've said this to people for years. Like, I'm never bringing out vinyls ever again. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it.
Why?
Because I don't want to be in a position as a DJ to have limited music anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, why put yourself in a position where you've got a library of, I don't know, 10,000 songs to now know all you can fit is 100 songs in each box?
Do you get asked to play vinyl?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
right. Yeah, just checking.
History of Ents, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, when I transferred from vinyl to CD, I did it very reluctantly.
Okay.
Very reluctantly. And basically we played that in France, in Paris. And burned a whole heap of CDs, came back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to my vinyls in my head. Saturday comes, gonna play out now, and I look at my box. Next week. And it kept going on. Next week, and then I just didn't bother putting them out anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There's just
You never had a closure moment. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
true,
sorry.
innit?
I'm so sorry.
That's true.
closure moment. Oh my word.
R.I.P. vinyl.
Oh damn.
I wonder if that'd be a good question for a lot of DJs, you know. Do you remember the last time you ever played those vinyls that you own?
Oh, I that was my last time. Like just before.
You remember where it was?
No, I don't remember what venue it was, but it was just before we went to to Paris with Lloyd and them.
But that's what I was asking you. Do you remember the last
Not the last event. Not the last event.
That's the
But
question.
it was,
That's
yeah.
the question.
That is the question.
Yeah.
She made it sound so feminine when she said a closure moment. though. Wow. Wow.
True though, it's true though, it's real.
True.
That's what you're explaining.
Yeah,
Didn't
true,
use the word.
true, true,
Yeah, okay. Fair.
true. You put it into perspective, but yeah. Didn't sound right.
Do you still have your vinyls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think DJs throw away their vinyls.
Yeah.
See, nothing will ever sound like a vinyl. Like, you see that even mastering. These days, everything's gone down to MP3, so it don't even matter what mastering you do, because everyone's getting an MP3 version.
But the difference is even back in those days, you had a good press and you had a bad press. Do you know what I mean? So basically, you get one record where it's mastered and it sounds great, but then you get another record and it sounds low. And it might be the
Even
same
like from
song.
the major labels, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
But I'm just saying, no, but the sound of vinyl, I'm not talking about the comparison of different
Oh, because when
records.
you said mastering,
Analog.
that's the reason why.
Yeah, I'm saying, you know what, when you get mastering, you see when you play a track on the vinyl, you can hear the mastering. You see when the track gets compressed down to MP3, there's a lot that gets taken away from the sound of that tune. Like, there's no point of like half of the things, the processes that people used to put their tunes through. Because now when it's on vinyl, you're getting that. Even till now, play something on CD or whatever, even CD, play it on your Spotify, play whatever, and play a vinyl. Bro, you hear the level of quality in the sound with a vinyl.
I'm sure they found ways to get around that though. Now, do you know what I mean?
You can't.
In terms of
People just
in
don't
terms
care.
of technology.
It's like reels. You can't get better sound than reels.
I mean, when you hear a Neptune song, you hear everything.
It's live band.
Neptunes.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, it's still on MP3. That's my point.
No, but
And
they
that's what I'm saying. They find their way around it.
But I'm just saying, no, live band, because they use, Neptunes are known for using live band in their thing. So
Okay.
the sound, they even there, so that sound is even going to be even more than someone that's being the digital programming it.
Okay.
A beat. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Using MPCs and that. So I'm just saying that even when we're in raves, yeah, them speakers are not playing what vinyl's played. That's it. That vinyl sound, what that needle's picking up, G.
So
Yeah.
if you had to pick a tune from the vinyl days, or
Yeah,
a
fair.
selection of tunes, what would be your tunes?
Vinyl days.
From the days where you used to play vinyl, what would be your tunes that you could think of?
You
that
know
you
what
said,
tune that sounded alright?
Go.
It's a party, Bounty Killer and Coca Leaf.
Cocoa Brothers. Yeah.
Used to play that in Chimes
Yeah.
with the Wyclef. There's a
yeah.
Wyclef tune.
Yeah.
What Wyclef tune am I thinking of?
Gone to November?
Nah,
Not them times.
Okay.
Was it Fuji's?
nah.
No, because I remember
it's
having that on, what's it called, on vinyl.
Yeah.
It's Wyclef, man.
Wycliffe? Well, by himself?
Is it by
On
himself?
Destiny's Child and Wycliffe.
Desi Charles as well, along that selection.
Yeah.
Um,
That's No remix.
Here Comes the Boom. Is that DMX and Sean Paul?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's around that.
This is history.
What's on that Friday? Them times, I didn't even know Maria was that old.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
playing.
very, very.
Remember that was playing?
Do you remember that man's name?
Nah.
It's
like
the
Project.
product G&B.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Old street.
No. That's when he's talking about that. That's what's it called? Wycliffe,
Wycliffe.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
They just probably you probably remember just Wycliffe. But
Yeah.
Everyone forgets the singer. That was
Yeah.
on the actual
Oh
tune.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
Another one I wouldn't remember if that was, but you just said it and it just came to my head.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
would
know
remember
you're
it.
good because I was
Yeah.
thinking of the Project G.
Yeah.
They were good though.
What about dancehall? What was the tune?
So hold on, was that your favourite track? That's your favourite
No,
track? Is
I'm
that the
just
question?
thinking.
Is
No,
that
I
the
was just
question?
thinking of like, yeah.
What you'd bring to
Yeah.
life from vinyl?
What would you? I know you weren't the DJ, but
I was the DJ.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
Dagz used to
course.
play
I
as well.
was
Of
the
course.
DJ. I was the DJ.
They're still
I'm
good.
thinking of you as Mike, man. But yeah,
So hold
fair
on.
enough.
Let's
Fair
talk
enough.
about that transition because
Yeah, 'cause
we
we-
never spoke about the change from DJ to being the host, the mic
Right,
man.
because when I met you, you were the
Yeah.
host. Right.
So this
I
was
forget.
it was 97. So I think we spoke about it off camera. So I just moved. My mum
Yeah.
just moved from Hornsey and we moved to Edmonton. And my mum, if you know my mum, she likes a party, boy.
Every year.
So we done a leaving party from Hornsey.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole ends turned up.
And that place was small as well.
Yeah,
Small.
And then we moved to Edmonton. So she says to her husband now,
Let's have a new
"Oh,
party.
because we ain't decorated yet.
You're still
Like,
Yeah,
let's just
parties.
throw a party in it." So done a party in Edmonton.
The whole Ents turned up. Huh?
It weren't even one party.
Yeah.
No,
There
you're
was
right.
a few-
You're
There
right.
was a
A
few
few,
parties
yeah.
in the
You're
house.
right. You're right.
Listen,
You're right. You're
that
right.
sitting room was big stuff.
Yeah.
That whole
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah.
You're right because one of the party I'm talking about was in the day. It was like I remember it was daytime. So Buju was playing, and he set up the echo machine.
Yeah.
So for me, just talking on the mic, it was easy because you're just talking, and then I'm liking it because it's got the echo machine. So you're speaking and the echoes, that effect. So I'm just getting excited. I'm probably shouting, probably doing the most in it. And I don't think the regular mic man Charles was there. So I probably had a ball. And I think it was from
was
that
Charlie B.
moment.
That was his name. I'm sure his name
Yeah,
was Charlie B.
yeah,
It was
Charlie B,
Charlie B.
yeah. So from that moment, that's when I said, let me try again. And then I was probably losing interest in the DJing. And that's your transition of you, because you was strictly dancehall. You didn't play anything else, nothing else.
There was a time I didn't like anything else apart from reggae when I was a kid.
But then my record box got stolen. So after Chimes one night, packed up my record box in the Blue Golf.
Oh, the blue
no.
golf.
The Blue Golf.
Blue golf.
Yeah.
G-Rich.
The
Telling you,
B-
certain places, bro. I'll see you later.
Be
Point in the-
Regina.
point in
Be
the-
Regina.
Daddy Douglas.
put it in my car. I've driven
I remember it.
home, and locked,
Basically, come back from the event.
covered event, boxes. I've left the box in the car.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, the area's nice area. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. In the morning, I'm just seeing my whole thing all mash up, like all the boot cover up. I could see I didn't leave the car in that state a couple hours before. Open up the car, gone.
Was gone.
Gone.
Sometimes you wonder if man just followed man home.
I still got my inklings.
You know that one's there?
I still got my
How would
inklings.
someone
Oh, really?
I still got my inklings.
Yeah, it
tweak
does
your
that.
records? Like,
It is that.
you know, like unless you're a DJ and this is you want to do
There's
this.
no point.
Like I don't know what's a cracker gonna do in records.
Yeah.
You know that's the usual
It's
person.
heavy, so why would you want to take it?
Yeah.
So that got stolen. So then I think that's when Long has just had enough. Like, I'm the sound man now. Sound man mode. We went out and spent off his money. Spent his money.
I clicked. Basically, that was the week that we were supposed to be having that clash with Heartless. It was that Friday,
Wow.
and
It wasn't even a publicized clash. It
No,
was
it
just
yeah,
rumors.
yeah.
Just street rumor.
Still have to get ready.
Yeah.
And
Where was the clash?
in our head, it was Orleans, Finsbury Park. Yeah. And in my head, I'm like, yes, I know we're gonna play this. Even the R&B stuff, I'm like, yep, we're gonna play this. Blah 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 blah. Then Dagz said, like, things gone, you know. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Yeah,
Heartbreaking.
2 boxes.
Heartbreak.
2 boxes in the back.
It was two.
I'm sure it's 2 boxes.
Any dubs in there?
So then, no, I don't think so. So then,
So
that
the best
was
stuff
in
as
the
well,
dancehall stuff with me. So then I remember that time, I flipping cleared up my bank account. I went to Wide for Sound in Hackney, and just went and bought up a whole heap of tunes, R&B and hip hop stuff, and that was when I actually became a multi-genre DJ.
Wow. That's quite a...
Yeah, it's a story. It's a story.
That's quite a
It's a story.
story.
And what was
I
it
didn't-
for?
Didn't know that.
Exclusive.
What was it
Exclusive.
for?
That's...
Just dancehall.
Only.
Yeah,
Okay, so I didn't know that.
Yeah. yeah.
Cared not about anything else than dancing.
But what's your favourite genre now?
I was gonna say
I
that
wouldn't have put you down as...
because you're not known as a
Yeah, that's-
I know.
So
I
what
know.
would you...
Hip hop. Hip
All right,
hop,
so-
hip hop.
Croc.
I play. But you know what? One thing I would say, some people might say nah, but I feel like I was the guy who introduced the crunk music to our scene at one point. Do you understand what I mean?
You got to say it with chest.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Say
I said
it,
the
it's
case.
true.
Yeah, yeah.
Say it again with chest.
Right, all right. Yeah. I introduced Crunk to RC.
There we go.
That's what I mean. Yeah. And I was quite surprised that when I first started playing it, the actual uptake it got on it, like it took off straight away.
Okay.
But as to my favorite genre of music now, I wouldn't say I have one, but I play a lot more Afro beats at the moment because I'm booked in a lot of Afro beats events.
Got you. Okay.
I'm booked in a lot of branch events where I have to play Afro beats and I'm a piano and stuff. So yeah.
So not because you like it.
No, I do like music. I love the music. That's what I mean. Like,
You made it sound like the money is like,
no, that's
what
what
the money's at right now.
But like you got a lot of people that don't like young people music. I still like young people music.
Why is that young people music? Music's for everyone.
Well, they call it young people music because right now there is this campaign of old school only. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of DJs who trash up to date music and refuse to play it and will only play old school.
It's alright as well if it's working for them.
Oh yeah.
But if it's not working for them,
Yeah,
then they
I mean,
start.
I say to them, cool, but you do know your brand is never gonna grow any more than what it is now.
Yeah.
If that's all you're gonna play, but if that's where you're comfortable, that's cool.
You can't tell easy to play R&B though, can we?
Yeah.
Wow.
True.
But the thing is, like, he wouldn't want to anyway. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. It's about your
the
position.
amount of money he makes from playing out flipping
But just
5
like
minutes.
You change because you make money from it.
No, no.
I'm telling you.
now.
No. So you're gonna get booked regardless. So you just got to with the scene.
No.
Yeah.
All right, we've got about 5 minutes to go,
All right,
lads.
check this out. The first time I got booked to play 5 hours of Afrobeats, I didn't even realize I could play that amount of hours of Afrobeats. So it was very much a case of like, it's not about the money, it's basically about, well, this is what you're booking me for. Cool, I'll go for it.
So they could get you for free then.
So English not good.
So we're gonna go
What was
to
Buju's favourite?
Buju's favorite.
What vinyl? What
Yeah.
genre?
Well, he's known for bashment.
Yeah.
He's a bashment DJ.
Yeah.
Nobody juggled like Buju when he's in his zone.
In his zone, yeah.
Yeah, no one juggled like him. He's focused. He had his lip dropped.
Yeah.
Eyes focused,
Yeah.
ready, and
Not late.
yeah,
Wow.
and could select. So
And mix.
and mix.
Yeah.
So he was known for that. So I would have said that. What do you think?
But when he came over, it was soca.
When he first came.
Yeah.
And
Because
and-
all he used to play to me was Little Rick. Little Rick.
let's go before that.
Little Rick.
Let's go before that. He was known in D&K. Man called him Revival.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
can't remember who's telling me
He
that
used
now.
to love. No,
A
yeah.
man saying Revival.
But-
That's Revival.
Didn't
That's-
someone tell us something on the podcast?
Yeah.
No,
No, it wasn't?
Nah, someone
It was
local.
said,
One
yeah.
of the man them said, yeah, that's
He
what we
used to
call
play
him. Revival.
Revival. That was his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had that name as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me? But when he came, it was soca.
Okay.
You reckon?
Do you get me? It was soca.
So that's probably still in
Because
the
you know me, I always not liked soca. So like that.
I sat next to you the whole time.
Yeah, but yeah, I just told me.
Imagine that.
I'm like, you know,
With the
me, I'm
Bayesian
not
one.
with this
Imagine
fucker.
that.
Yeah, the jam.
You got a sound and you have Buju and Bounty.
At one point, yeah. At one point.
What are your highlights, each of you, like individually? What are your highlights of GCrew or GEnts?
Who's starting?
No, you haven't spoken much.
Yeah, spooky man.
Ooh, highlights. I would say, as we was growing, the growth, because it was chimes, it was the small raves, and then once we started expanding and getting more popular and almost feeling famous, well known, like walking and say, squeak, yeah, I'm somebody, man.
Somebody.
Yeah, and then
Somebody.
I'm somebody. And yeah, just like really enjoying that. And then I think one of the big moments was when we did Cocktail. Obviously, GCrew was in that, and yeah, the amount of money that we counted at the end, I was like, this is what I want. This is what I want GEnts to be. So that was my highlight, I would say. Making big amounts of money, no £50 there, £30 there. Like counting over 20 grand, yeah.
Nice. Are you ready? Highlight?
Oh man.
A moment. Think of a moment. Think of a moment.
I'm trying. Oh, yeah.
We'll come back to Squeaky.
Yeah, come back,
I second what Squeaky was going to say, because I was going to say something like that. I was going to say basically from what we built, from just playing out at Shady Grove to a barbecue the next day with no plan. There's no we ain't got a
Business
plan.
plan.
We ain't got no forward plan or this is gonna happen or that's gonna happen. Just for the love of it, let's link up tomorrow and let's go and play. Let's just do this booking. Weren't no question about money. Don't even think money was exchanged. It weren't about money. And then to go all that long mileage that we've all had as individuals coming together, because GCrew wasn't just the DJs. We had, can't forget McLeon, who used to take us to our bookings.
Yeah.
He used to work for like a washing machine or company, and he was driving from early, so no one was driving. Ozzy was driving shortly after, but he was legit. He had a work vehicle, and he used to pick
Shouts
us
out to Matt.
up. Again, my meeting point, my yard. Pick us up. Couple at the front, and the rest were in the back. Remember, it's a van, little caddy van kind of thing. I would just chill out in the back.
Yeah.
And he would take us up and down everywhere
bless him.
to our bookings. So you got to mention him, because without him, certain times we're not going playing in Forest Gate or this one 16th in South. He would take us. So so my highlight is to go all that mileage. All individuals doing their thing. Like Longer's done solo, Buju done solo, Slick's done solo. Everyone's done their solo things, and
Even
built up
you've
their
done
names.
solo, bro.
I've done solos.
Yeah.
Built up our names, done events with other people as a collective, and just for people to now recognize us as one of like this as foundation. Oh, I was inspired of you, man. Because we've had many people on this podcast here, and we're getting bare flowers for something that was authentic, weren't planned.
Yeah.
We just come together
I didn't
and
know the effects we were having.
and done our thing. Babies were made off the back of us. Godfathers.
I hear it at weddings.
You
and
understand?
christenings.
You understand?
Yeah.
Come to our party, meet their partner that they're probably married to now, and it's off the back of what we've achieved. So, and we're still brothers. So that's what I take.
I like that.
All right.
I feel like you should have gone last. That was like
Yeah,
a bro.
I'm just helping out scripts, so just helping out scripts.
As long as no pressure.
Edit.
So
Watch what you say, Longest.
you know what? There's so many like venues and stuff that we've played in over the years that kind of alright, so without GEnts, I would never have made it to the heights that I've got to in the last how many years. Without GEnts, I would never have been like doing a lot of international bookings, whether Europe, whether it's in the Cancun, Mexico, blah blah blah. Like I've been so many countries, Madrid, Dubai, Sweden, like without GEnts, I would never have done Idris Elba's wedding. Yeah,
Names dropping and
Mic drop.
I'm gonna end it on a note with Buju, because there was a point in time when I used to hold the mic a lot as well.
Okay.
As GEnts. And I would say Bar 38, it was the Cheeky Lots dance, one of their events. I don't know if that one was called Cheeky, but Bar 38 in the city.
Cheeky girls, yeah.
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah, Michael and them. With Reds and all that stuff. And
Shouts out to Smooth.
I remember, big up Smooth Connection. I remember Buju being on the decks, tearing up the place, and me on the mic with my loud mouth, just putting out which dance for everybody to do at the time, and the place is just going off. So yeah, I'm gonna end it on that note in terms of what a highlight was with me and Buju working together in tandem and just
nice.
smashing a rave to bits.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big,
Love that.
big,
Love
big,
that.
yeah, big,
Yeah.
big.
That was nice, man.
That is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, big. Yeah,
At least
man.
you didn't end it on bigging up yourself.
Yeah.
I done did Michael Jackson.
I met Kanye West. I met Rihanna. I met Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I think we're gonna leave it there. Still, I know there's so much untold stories that need to be told. So, and we normally say if it is a good podcast, if it's a good show on the podcast, if we have to return and do a part 2, have a little refresh,
Yeah.
invite a few people who's got their little tributes and memories, we can go again. So
But there's one thing that we're forgetting. Happy birthday, Buju.
happy birthday, Butch.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Buju.
heavenly
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep guiding and protecting, innit? And just watching over us, you know what I mean? Yeah, the DJs, them, I do good, I do well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, on that note, anything else left for anyone to say?
Good.
No?
Yeah.
Boy, you get me? Just one of them ones, innit? Very much admired behind the decks. Like, name was always called. Are you playing here? Are you playing there?
Yeah.
Just when he was behind the decks, that was him, innit?
Yeah, he loved it. He loved
Like,
it.
that was him.
In zone.
Like, even if you turn up at the rave late, he would still want to play.
Yeah.
Demand
What?
to play.
Yeah. That-
Or no
that
one's
was-
playing.
that
Or
was-
no one's playing.
Yeah. That was,
We heard that before.
yeah. But yeah, days of us, we all used to meet up. Probably at Dowsett Road when I had the turntables there.
Yeah.
record,
Forgot about that.
Windows open,
Yeah.
speakers
Yeah.
facing outside the windows.
Talking to
Yeah,
everyone
mate.
talking to everyone who
Yeah.
passing the road.
playing music.
Yeah.
Like,
Them
we
way
don't
there.
do them things anymore.
Dowsett
That was the
Road,
time.
mate.
Everyone's growing up and
Noise enforcement.
yeah, there's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's highlights.
Well, that's daytime, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, that's highlights.
Just
That's real highlights.
spinning music.
Definitely.
Real
the
stories.
whole day.
And he used to do the mixes in the yard,
Yeah.
record it, and then burn onto CD
Live
and then play it
remixes and
in the car
Yeah.
on the way on the runnings.
Yeah.
Mad. Them days, authentic, man.
Yeah.
Real.
They're the memories, man. Those are the
Yeah.
memories.
And
Yeah,
you know,
man.
on the behalf of the people that was inspired by you, rave to your raves, thank you, lot.
On
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Enough for you.
And without the ravers, there ain't no us as well.
Yeah,
So
what I mean.
Right.
So
we done well
Exactly.
interacting and and getting them responses forwards.
And
like
tell
they
DJ
call it.
Slick, I got them now, nigga.
So on that note, that's what's the
Yes.
statement podcast.
ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe.
Boom.
See you soon.
Yep. Bye. Yeah.